Hey, Zane Griggs here. So people ask me, why is my dietary advice so much different than the mainstream authorities? Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure why their advice is so off base, is so wrong. In 1994, the American Dietetics Association actually recommended that 60 to 70% of our calories should come from carbohydrates, okay? And then we're just talking about, spinach and kale and asparagus and salads, because you can't get enough calories out of those to get through your day. You can't, to eat 60 or 70% of your calories from that. Now you can eat that in bulk and eat a lot of veggies. A lot of my plate is made up of veggies, but I don't get a great number of calories from them because there's just not a lot of calories there to get, right? So you gotta have some proteins, you gotta have some fat, there's other carbs that add more calories. So we're not talking about veggies, we're talking about 60 to 70% of carbohydrates. They just said carbohydrates, okay? So what happened? Give that a few years to get out there, get the message out from 94, and then so between 97 and 2007, 10 years after the message is out, the number of diabetics in this country doubled. They doubled that message. Get that message out there. Number of diabetics doubled if they came close to following that advice. 60-70% of your calories come from carbohydrates. So what does that tell you? So the CDC has estimated, like of 2014, the CDC estimated that now 1 in 11 Americans is diabetic, and only about a third of those, about a third of those are actually undiagnosed, so they didn't even realize they're diabetic. But 1 in 11 are diabetic now, okay? So that's what this advice has gotten us. It's gotten us to more diabetes, more obesity, more heart disease, on the rise, hitting us younger, hitting us in greater numbers. Now, more children, okay, diabetics, okay, and obesity, which, 40 years ago, that was almost non-existent. 40 years ago, non-existent, now it's an epidemic. I think we're getting some bad advice from the mainstream authorities. Now, of course, there are some doctors and nutritionists out there who've rocked the boat. They've tapped into more progressive sources of information, and they're not giving out that same mainstream advice. But let's think about the greater majority of those being educated in the health field, doctors, nutritionists, that's what they're being told. That's what they're being taught. And so that's what they're telling people. And it's killing us. It's literally killing us. It's making us fatter, it's making us diabetic, and it's creating disease. So, hey, my advice, don't follow it. If you're looking for help with a food plan that can help you lose weight, feel better, live a longer, healthier life, you know what? That's what I do. Reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. Send me a message, and we can talk. But that's why it's different, and that's why I do this, because the wrong message has been put out there for, oh gosh, almost 30 to 40 years now. So, you know what? It is ultimately your choice, but look at the evidence. Look at what that mainstream message has given us. Look where it's taken us. If you believe that eating that much starch, okay, 60 to 70% of your diet, or even if it's 50% of your diet is starch, is good for you, and you're not constantly like, a college athlete. Okay, if you're a college athlete or a bodybuilder, different story. But if you're an average person who has to work, take care of kids, doesn't spend 4 or 5 hours a day in vigorous activity, okay, guess what? You don't need that much energy food, okay? You need to start managing your health and thinking about what you need to do for the next 30, 40, 50 years of your life to have a good, healthy life where you're not addicted, you're not on medications, you're not needing prescription medications and constant health care just to function. So, hey, again, if you know someone who could benefit from this, please tag them in the comments below, and if you have any questions, again, put those as well. I'm happy to answer. Talk to you later.